Federal minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. It's been that way since 2009. A bill that would have raised Tennessee's minimum wage to $12 an hour failed in the state legislature earlier this year.
Our Jemiah Beatty explores whether a wage increase could help or hurt our economy.
Maintaining a lifestyle on the state's minimum wage seems impossible, but around 2% of workers in Tennessee make that wage. The general manager at Ben & Jerry's, Rebecca Morrison, once lived on a wage of $7.25 an hour. She was a college student then, working 2 jobs to make ends meet.
There was no saving up whatsoever. My mom still helped me cover my phone bill, and then everything else was on me. It was really hard to do, and it actually led me to dropping out of college partially.
Morrison now earns more as a general manager, but she says it's hard to relive that moment.
You're barely making enough to pay bills. The average rent around here for a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,300, and that's like on the lower side.
Tennessee is one of 20 states that pays workers the federal minimum wage. Someone living on the state's minimum wage would make around $200 a week and $15,000 a year. Controversy surrounds raising the minimum wage. Tennessee lawmakers proposed a bill to increase the wage to $12 an hour, but the timeline for passing it remains uncertain.
There needs to be more to life. You need to be able to do more than just work, sleep, eat. That's it. That's not living. That's existing.
While a minimum wage boost seems right, UTC economist Bento Lobo says employers are already paying more to attract workers.
Even if we raise it from $7.25 to $12, it doesn't really matter because firms are having to pay $15, $16, $18 an hour just to attract labor and keep them.
The same sentiment is shared by Robinson. She says Ben & Jerry's once paid workers $7.25, but recently increased pay to $10 an hour.
90% of my staff is just graduating high school, is about to go off to college, and that's great for like this summer, but once college hits, they're all going away. And we're going to have to start hiring all over again. No one was willing to work for the just $7.25. Even at the $10, it was hard to get good working people.
Lobo says a thriving economy should balance supply and demand. He says increasing the minimum wage could impact operational costs for businesses. El Agave's general manager Chandler Roman shares the impact some businesses could experience.
I do believe it would affect a lot of businesses. Like you might see an increase of prices in their menus or whatever services they offer. But me personally, I feel like businesses should be able to take care of that.
If a bill passes to boost minimum wage, Robinson says the increase would be a step in the right direction. Lobo says a boost would lighten the load for many Americans, but says lawmakers will have to balance the scales before making a final decision.
So there's a delicate balance there where you have to figure out, well, what's good for the worker, but on the other side, is it a sustainable economic amendment to make?
Jemiah Beatty, Local 3 News.
The minimum wage has not changed since 2009, 14 years ago when it was established at $7.25 an hour. In 2009, the median home cost in Chattanooga was $123,000. Now it's $315,000. In 2009, the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment was $586. Now it's more than $1,100. And in 2009, a gallon of gas generally cost around $1.80. The average today is $3.15.